This is Kilo, and today I am going to show you how to use a key gauge to decode your key. So, a lot of the new guys, they're getting through their training videos if their shop offers those, and a lot of times those videos will tell you, how to decode it with, your calipers. You guys don't have to panic about that. They do have key gauges. You will find them in every shop, in every vehicle. Anywhere there's a pinning kit, you're going to find key gauges nearby. So this is the most common way to decode a key for a locksmith. I know many of apprentices over the years have ran to me saying, sometimes I use the caliper and it comes up to this, and then I use it again, and they have trouble zeroing it out and all kinds of stuff. So you don't have to panic. You could just pick up one of these key gauges if you want to practice at home. I will leave a link in the description below. And since I am doing that, I am also going to turn this into partially a review of this particular key gauge that I have here. Mainly because those master cuts just look so high on this key gauge. I added in the master key here just for fun. So the way that this works, I just want to show you how a key kind of works here. What most people consider the head of the key, this is called the bow of the key. Next to the bow, you have your shoulder. On your residential locks, they're all going to pretty much come across as shoulder stop keys, on all your common Schlage, Kwikset, Weiser, and so on. And if there is a shoulder to the key, then your first cut will start here. These right here, what most people call the teeth or the cuts, which you can call them cuts, this is referred to as the bitting of the key. So on a shoulder stop key, your first cut is here. If this was, say, a car key or a best key, there is no shoulder, so you start your cuts from the tip of the key. It's referred to as a tip stop. No shoulder is a tip stop. Shoulder is referred to as a shoulder stop. So since we have a shoulder, our first cut will be here. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the way that this works, you will take your key gauge, and if we look at this, this is the Lab 5-in-1 key gauge that we are going to also be reviewing during this demonstration. It gives you Kwikset, Weiser, Master, which just looks insane. It also has, if we flip it upside down, Schlage and Westlock. So we're using the SC1 from Schlage, so we locate Schlage. And the way that this works, you insert the key to its first cut, and you slide it to the right until it stops. This stops at an 8. Now, some of you have asked this question. So on the Schlage gauge here, all of the depth numbers are right at these steps. If you kind of look closely, they've all got these steps to them. On Kwikset, where's Kwikset? Here he is. You see how there's a line and a step, and the number is right in the center of the flat part. And if we look at Schlage, our number is right at the step. So when we slide our key, it stops right at the number. I like that with this gauge, as it really doesn't, confuse the apprentice. For Kwikset, it's right in the middle. So just to let you guys know, whenever you get to, the first notch, this first step, everything to the left of the step is this number here. So from this step to this step is a 1. From this step to this step is a 2. So, if this was a Kwikset key and it stops here, it's not, anything past this notch. So wherever it stops, let's say it stops here, that's a 4. So just to kind of give you guys that heads up. So with this one, we're going to go ahead and slide him all the way to the right, and our first cut tells us it is an 8. We'll back him all the way down, slide him again at the second cut, and that tells us it is a 6. We'll do the same for the third cut, is also a 6. Our fourth cut is a 4, and our fifth cut is also a 4. So this gauge is telling us that our bidding is 86644. Now Schlage did us a favor here and stamped the bidding on the key itself. If you ever come across this code on a key, this is your key bidding. So sometimes you'll come across different keys where on like padlock keys, this will be like a J0165 or whatever. It'll mean nothing to the common person. To a locksmith, you'll take that code, drop it into your code software, and it'll tell you the bidding to the key. Schlage and Kwikset and Defiant, all these, they're gonna lay it out very simply. This is your bidding. Sometimes if you do come across a cheaper lock set on someone's door, if they give you their key and it just doesn't even have a brand, it might say, on a lot of cheap Kwiksets and knockoff Kwiksets, sometimes you'll see a code of 43422, and that 4 is actually a 6 cut, and the 3 is actually a 5, and they can be really off. So anytime you even see this on a cheaper lock, it is a good idea to just kind of throw it into the key gauge and just double check that this is accurate. You never know. So we know after decoding this that this key gauge gave us exactly what Schlage told us it was. So we know that this lab 5-in-1 is accurate when it comes to Schlage. Next, we will go ahead and take the KW1 and we will locate Kwikset, and we will go ahead and slide him in. Our first cut stops at a 3. Our second cut stops at a 2. As you can see, it's, on the Kwikset it will slide past the number, so that's where everybody has the questions. Is this a 2 or a 3? It's stopping at that notch here. So anything from that notch to this notch is a 2. So 3, 2, 1, 2, 4. So we'll go ahead, and this one also has it stamped. I grabbed these two just to show you guys that it matches up to the factory. I don't really know what brand this came off of. It just was in a bucket and I decided to use it for a couple of these videos. But 32124, so this is accurate to the Kwikset key gauge here. So we know that Kwikset and Schlage are on point when it comes to this. Now my question to this, and it's kind of just a bonus for this video, is the master accurate? And I can already tell you no, because there's not even a master key that is even this high as a blank. So if you guys watched our video recently of my review and demonstration on the Lishi M1 MS2 pick and decoder, where we decoded and cut this key for a master number 3 padlock, you may remember that our code, and we cut this on screen, was 0145. Now looking at this, there's no way that that's going to be a 0. So this looks like it's going to be about 2 or 3 cuts off, but we'll find out together here. So our 0, that's where our 0 should be, but we're going to go ahead and just keep sliding him. So our 0 on the key gauge is telling us it's a 3. Our number 1 is telling us it's a number 4. Our number 4 is a 7. And our number 5 is an 8. So 0145 is 3478. So yeah, that's crazy off. So you could just pretty much, if you bought this, just scratch this off and just Sharpie in, I guess, or put tape here and make this your 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could just do that. Yeah, that's just terrible. So this gauge is on point for the Kwikset and the Schlage. It is not on point for Master. So I'll go ahead and later on I'll test out some of these others, but just to let you guys know, in case you guys think about buying this, this might just be mine, and maybe it's just kind of a defect from factory. I don't know, but I will leave a link in the description below to where you could purchase these. And that's really all I have for you in this video. If you guys like what you see, you can feel free to subscribe and, you know, see more videos like this. This channel is all about helping new locksmiths really get a leg up on their first job. And even during the job, you may have questions. Not all lock shops and locksmiths teach you everything that you need to know. So a lot of this job is learning it on the fly, on the job. So I'm making this video to, you know, give you guys the help guys like me never got, because we had to learn it as we learned it. And then, you know, there was a lot of anxiety in the beginning, you know, years ago when I first started this. And I wish I would have had, you know, a channel like this to help me. So this is my way of helping, you know, the next group of locksmiths. So if you guys have any questions or something you want to learn, feel free to drop a comment below, and I will respond and give you guys, you know, an in-depth look at that job and how to handle it. But like I said, this is all that there is for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all of the subscribers. We're up to 40, which this channel is pretty new, so that's incredible. But thank you guys. As always, stay safe out there, stay legal, and have a nice day.